everybody, Dr. Gustin here, and welcome to week 6. In week 6, we're going to be talking about blood. And blood's one of my favorite topics. I think it's one of the things that a lot of people can relate to. We've all had blood tests. We all understand a little bit about our blood, but it's something that there's a lot of interesting things that I think you'll enjoy learning about. Also, if you're going into nursing, you'll notice that blood is really one of the important topics that we talk about, and it's one that gets a lot of information built on top of it. So it's a really good foundation for that. The other thing is I want you to be aware of that in lab, we talk about blood typing. We don't talk about it in lecture, but we talk about it in lab. And I find that blood typing is one of those topics that some people, once they get it, they're really good and they have a really good understanding of it. But I always get a few people that have a hard time with it and struggle. So if you're one of those people and you just want to talk it through or you need a little extra explanation, let me know. Give me, send me an email or call me in my office or whatever it is, or stop by, and I'd be glad to talk to you about blood typing or any of the topics that we have going. And with that in mind, it's actually week 6, and so week 7 is our exam number 2. And in preparation for exam number 2, we're going to do a discussion. And the discussion I chose to do this week is it's going to be something related to weeks 4, 5, and 6 the lecture material on tissues, skeletal bones, muscles, and blood. So what you want to do is you want to create a thread in your discussion where you talk about something related to these topics. Now, a lot of people end up finding things that they know about personally, like they know somebody who had an injury or an illness related to tissues, skeletal bones, muscles, or blood. You will find that there's a lot of things that relate to these. A lot of things that happen to you, or illnesses that you've had, or something like that, that somehow you can connect it to one of these. So you want to talk about that, and you want to make sure you include some scientific information. And so I want it to be more than common knowledge, like, oh, I broke my bone and, that give us a little bit more. What did it feel like? What happens to the bone when it breaks? How does it, what happens, something about how does the bone repair, or how does a bone repair? Something like that. Give us a little extra information. You might have to do a little bit of research. I thought about a disease called plantar fasciitis, which I had one time. And it's this painful thing in the bottom of your foot related to your tendons, which are related to your muscles. And you've heard about fascia. And so I could tell a story about plantar fasciitis. How do you get it? What does it feel like? How does it get treated? And that kind of thing. So personal stories can be interesting, but it doesn't have to be a personal story. And it could be something that you're just curious about, something you heard about related to these topics. So make sure you look at the grading scale, because I'm going to be kind of a stickler for that. You get a couple points, you get 2 points for telling your story, 4 points for each of 2 scientific facts related to that story. So something beyond common knowledge, something that's going to help us understand those topics a little bit better. And then 2 points for responses to each of your classmates. And notice here it says you need some scientific information in that also. So you can see the whole grading scale there. Include your scientific information. You get a +2 bonus for posting your story by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. so other people have time to respond to. So anything, you have any questions or any issues going on this week, please let me know. And meanwhile, good luck and have a great week 6.